Hello Capricorn, welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is your weekly tarot reading for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from the 18th to the 24th of May 2020. I hope you're well, Capricorn. So I'm using the Tarot Grand Lux, using all Marquetti decks this week to pull cards for you. So this will be the Tarot Grand Lux. The main reading will be with the Tarot of Dreams, and I'll be clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. So, Seven of Wands. Okay, I'm going to put all the cards on the table, so by all means fast forward if you wish to. The majority of people do like to see the shuffle and participate, so whatever suits you, Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn, please, angel, spirits, guides? We have the Frog Princess. Heed wise counsel. Listen. Okay, what do we have for Capricorn, please, angel, spirits, guides? Message for Capricorn. We have recovery. So this is the angel answer deck, recovery. I'm going to pull one more. Okay, one more. Okay, thank you. Trust. Okay. So I'll pop those down there, Capricorn. Just going to turn the camera a little bit that way. It's a bit easier. Okay. So as usual, Capricorn, I am pulling 4 cards. The first card is you. Second card is your challenge. Third card is the advice from Spirit. And the fourth card is the outcome. Then we'll get clarifiers to go deeper into the message. So what do we have for Capricorn? Our lovely Capricorns, please, angel, spirits, guides. 18th to the 24th of May 2020. Okay, first card is out. 10 of Swords. We have the King of Swords, card of Aquarius. This is your challenge. The Knight of Cups is the advice from Spirit. And Judgment is your outcome. Okay. Can we get clarifiers for the cards on the table, please, for Capricorn? Now this particular deck always needs a bit more shuffling, so bear with me. What do we have, please, angel, spirits, guides, for Capricorn? Message for Capricorn, please. Can we clarify the cards on the table for Capricorn? 18th to the 24th of May 2020. Thank you. Starting with the 10 of Swords, please. Thank you. Capricorn, yeah, that's you, Queen of Pentacles. So the King of Swords, your challenge, is clarified with the 9 of Swords. The Knight of Cups is clarified by the 5 of Swords. And the Knight of Pentacles, nice energy, is clarifying Judgment. Bottom of the deck is the 7 of Cups. Okay, so let's start with your overarching tarot card, which is the 7 of Wands, Mars in Leo. And this person is putting their heart and soul, their effort into overcoming challenge. Now, you know, this can be, generally I see this as challenging in someone's external environment where they've had to overcome something. But I also feel this might well be overcoming something from within in this instance, Capricorn, as well. There is some internal energy here. The Seven of Wands is where there are 6 people against 1. So it can be where you are facing a challenge to overcome some kind of obstacle, or, you know, a challenge. You might have been challenged in some way. You might go through a challenging time. This is a sign of if you really put your heart and soul into something and stay determined and persevere, you will overcome this. Because even though this is 6 against 1, this person is on higher ground. And that makes all the difference, because they have the advantage. They're getting on top of the situation. They are overcoming the challenge they face. So whatever this is, I really do feel that you have the power. If you stay determined and committed to something, you will overcome any challenge that you face. Now, it might well be for some of you, part of this process is, it says, heed wise counsel and listen. It might well be that you need to take some advice from people around you. Sometimes this can link to intuition as well. It can be about trusting your intuition. But I also feel this is maybe people in your external life who are giving you some sound advice here, Capricorn. And it is about being open. Don't feel, you see, this person is taking a lot on their own. And I just feel for some of you, you don't have to do everything on your own. You don't have to take the burden on your own, even though this might be your specific challenge. It's almost kind of like take support where it's offered. Because I do think for some of you, and I can see the cards on the table, that you are on track in terms of getting back on track, recovering from whatever this challenge has been. You just have to trust your own abilities, trust that you are being guided, and also trust maybe advice or some guidance that's given to you this week, some sound advice maybe, in whatever area. Now, there are pentacles on the table. There's also a cup as well. So for some of you, it may well be to do with money. This can also be to do with possibly love, but I'm kind of feeling for some of you that this could be more money and career related. And this is the challenge that you're facing here. This is about staying determined, staying focused. Capricorn, I mean, this is you. So your situation is Ten of Swords, which is a very difficult, it can be a dark energy. There's levels to this card, but you can see 10 swords going into a person's back. I mean, this can literally be talk about being backstabbed. It can talk about being deeply hurt, wounded by someone's actions or words towards you that has floored you for a period of time. But this is a 10, and a 10 in the minor arcana, which this is an ending, a completion, end of a phase, a goal even. So even though this has floored you for a period of time, there's a big message here of the need to release from hurts, the need to let endings happen, because we have the sun in Gemini here, and the sun is rising in the distance. You can see the glint of the clouds beginning to lift as the sun's beginning to appear. And there's a message that whatever this was, this is the dawning of a new day now, and the night is gone. So I feel some of you, you are emerging from a period of challenge, difficulty, by your own sheer force of will and determination to overcome it, and it has been a challenge. But I do feel you are reconnecting to who you are, Capricorn. This is saying that you've been deeply hurt, deeply wounded. This can be dark night of the soul energy as well. Not for everybody. There's levels, like I said. But I do feel that you have been deeply wounded in a situation. Now, your card, as always, and it's always very good in terms of business, career, money-wise as well. The Queen of Pentacles understands how to I mean, she's water and earth, so she understands how to grow within any situation. She appreciates that things don't always happen overnight. She is very much a person who stays on track towards their goal, their objective, and slowly but steadily works towards it. So there's a nice message here that you understand how to grow within any environment that you seek. You understand how to bring solidity, security, material security back into your life if you feel that you've lost it, or you've been hurt in any way, or it's hurt your money aspect or your self-worth, self-esteem. This is somebody who stays on tracks and focuses their energy on what is going to bring value into their life, and understands that they have the practical abilities, knowledge and patience in order to make it happen. So it's a really lovely energy. You see, she has the peacock next to her, and the peacock is a sign of abundance, the potential of abundance. By using your practical skills, knowledge, experience, but you need to ground yourself, earth yourself. Remember, she's earth and water. She understands how to grow. She is her own self-sustaining. When she's in her element, she is self-sustaining. So, beautiful energy. Your challenge, I feel, is to get perspective on a situation. Your challenge is to see past whatever this Ten of Swords was, because it's still preoccupying your mind. Swords is very much linked to the mind, the mental energy, how we perceive something, and this is just an unhealthy mind. It's because this person, even though this can represent stress, anxiety, worry, upset, depression, I mean all of this kind of thing, it can mean to the point where you can't get perspective. And sometimes with the Nine of Swords, you can imagine things and blow things out of proportion in your mind, obsess about things, overthink things. This is a big card of overthinking because you have a lot of swords here and they just keep on coming through that window. You kind of see what I'm saying. The more you think about something negative, the worse it gets. The King of Swords card of Aquarius is about you need to step back from this situation. You need to step back and see the bigger picture and put things in perspective and refocus on how to move forward. There's a real need to focus here, Capricorn. You know, this is your practical energy, but also your mind. Your mind is really playing tricks on you in the first few cards here. And it's a challenge to overcome, I think, this internal energy. Whatever happened in your external environment, what it's left you with. The challenge it's left you with to overcome in this internal energy. Card of Aquarius is a visionary card. It is also someone who sees the big picture. And by seeing the picture and putting in perspective, sees the way forward. Now, he is also a strategist. So if you have opposition with somebody else, and it might well be there's an Aquarius advising you. If you have opposition in any way, with anybody, could be in terms of business and career, or you're just struggling with the challenge that you're overcoming right now, this is somebody who is a strategist, but you need to get a high, this is about a higher perspective as well. It's interesting. Sometimes you see him on a cliff top or in the sky, and sometimes, this is the Seven of Wands, somebody who is on higher ground. It's almost kind of like Capricorn, you need to get on higher ground. See the big picture to really get perspective, see the way forward, make decisions and choices, and maybe see the truth of the situation for what it is. That's how you get perspective, is just by taking that step back, just allowing yourself to see things in its entirety and how the reality of the situation. He's logic, he's reason, he doesn't allow emotions to cloud his judgment in any way. And I feel that's how you overcome, because at the moment your challenge is your mind is stopping you from getting perspective. This is overthinking, over-worrying, and even though there's a founded reason for the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords, a very good founded reason, it's based on real fact, it can be how the mind can just escalate things. And I just feel here, the advice from Spirit is, your mind, the way you're thinking about something, is stopping you from finding that happy direction now. Yeah, and happy change. This can be about conflict in your external world as well, Capricorn, and some of you might be experiencing that. Now, certainly with the Knight of Cups, that could be in love and relationships. But when I first touched these cards, and certainly with what's gone before, I feel that when you get perspective in a situation, allow yourself to step back. And you know, this is an Aquarian energy as well. So if you have experienced conflict in your external environment, or the negative thinking is stopping you from getting perspective or seeing past whatever this challenge has been, this card in particular is saying you need to see past the now in order to find and bring that shift towards finding your direction forward to happiness, joy, emotional centeredness, just feeling more uplifting in terms of positivity. Because the Knight of Cups is to do with our emotions and feelings. And it's almost like your whole world is being controlled by whatever is going on in your mind right now, whatever you're thinking about, whatever is preoccupying you. So we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Judgment card. Judgment can be a card of you've learnt the lessons from this experience, difficult lessons learned, I feel, but it is a time to let go now, because this experience doesn't serve you any longer. It's excess baggage in your life, and I feel for some of you it is that point in time when you need to allow yourself to release whatever this period has gone on, because it's a 10. It is completed if you allow things to complete. And I do say it's easy to walk away from people, but it's harder to walk away from them from your internal space. And I feel in part that is what the challenge has been. Though maybe with the Seven of Wands you still may have some challenge in your external environment. This can be a final decision or choice as well. And you know, we have karma here as well, Capricorn. Karma, if you have been treated unjustly in some way, this is about giving it up to the universe. This is about awakening, stepping into your light, growing, ascending as a person now, and not letting the base energy of this negativity pull you down. And I do feel that when you do, as soon as you allow yourself to just release and let go and put it behind you, we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is all about getting back on track, and it's in your physical world. Now this could be the work that you might have been doing. You may have been putting some hard work into advancing yourself. This can be job offers, this can be slow progress in terms of business ventures, slowly but surely beginning to get some reward by the hard effort that you've been putting into something. It's been a long time coming generally when the Knight of Pentacles appears, because it can feel a bit stagnating. Sometimes you see the Knight of Pentacles and you think, I've been putting all this work and effort into something and nothing is happening, nothing is changing. And it might well be in part why you're getting stressed as well. That nothing is changing in terms of your financial outlook or job or career or business or pitching for business. I mean, you kind of get what I'm saying here. The reward is coming your way when the Knight of Pentacles appears. It might well be this week for some of you. It's a good sign to say the reward is coming. And it's in line with whatever you've been, and I feel for some of you, you are getting back on track. You are beginning to take the reins of your life. This is about continuing going, putting the practical effort that you need to put in, the hard work, the dedication, the perseverance, the patience. I feel you are going in the right direction. This is a card of you are on track here. You are doing the right thing. So stay focused on what you're working towards, your hopes, dreams and wishes, because I do feel for some of you, I mean, this could be an offer in line with some choice or decision that you're making to do with opportunity. It's a beautiful card, the Seven of Cups. It is a bit kind of like sometimes a lack of, actually interesting, I'm getting a lack of focus with this too. Where do I go? What do I do? I mean, this is about doing the practical things, being grounded, making choices based on your intuition, and also in terms of what practically do you need to do now? What practically the steps suit you the best? You know, it's a Virgo energy, the Knight of Pentacles. So it's almost kind of like you choose and you make decisions on what is aligned to your internal space. Something that you're going to excel at. You choose a route that is going to bring you greater value by what you're going to excel at now. Something that suits you to a T, internally and externally. I feel for some of you it is making choices aligning to your internal and external space. And you make choices and decisions based on your instinct because you are being guided. There is karma here. So there's an intuitive need. And also with the Knight of Cups, trust your intuition to find direction here, to choose. See the cup, there is a cup here, and this is the direction, and this is the advice from Spirit. So there's a kind of message here. You'll choose one of these cups, the route to take that is going to bring you greater happiness and material reward, and just putting your effort and work towards it, because this is saying there could be an opportunity coming your way. Like I said, job offer, some good news in terms of finances and money, like loans and business applications, that type of thing. But it's also somebody getting back on track in terms of healing, self-worth, self-esteem too, Capricorn. Very much lining up to make one of their hopes, dreams, wishes, goals real. You know, we have the earth energy, making it real and putting your effort into it now. I feel for some of you this is really beautiful. I'm going to get one more card for this. I'm going to use the Tarot Grand Lux. So let's get a card for the Knight of Pentacles. What do we have, please, for the Knight of Pentacles? Can we get a clarifying card, thank you? King of Coins. So yeah, I feel for some of you, you're on track in order to further yourself in terms of money, career. I feel if you have lost finances, because the King of Coins is somebody who manifests money but also understands how to maintain it, brings safety, security, stability to his life. I feel whatever this is, if you've lost some money, it's almost kind of like you're back on track to regain where you were, Capricorn, if that makes sense, because you've got the Knight, Queen and King here. So it's all to do with pentacles, coins. So I definitely think there's progress here, stepstones, and also people maybe in your life that are supporting you. There could be a father figure or somebody who is giving you wise counsel. They may well also be investing in your business, for example, as well, if you're starting something or have been in the early stages of starting a business. Somebody might be investing in that too. So let me get one for the King of Coins as well. King of Swords, I should say. Can we get a clarifier for the King of Swords, please? But you know, the kings are also achievers. But I feel you may well have, some of you might have lost and you're on track to get back where you were. And I feel this week for some of you there could be an opportunity coming your way. Okay, so there's a card here. King of Swords, King of Cups. Yeah, I mean, this is about mastering your internal energy. Again, like I said, it's your internal energy that is just really challenging here. Now you could have, there could be a male influence in your life. Now, in fairness, that could be to, that could be to do with the opportunity here, but it can also be to do with this too. But when we have 3 kings, it generally does talk about a masculine, a male influence in your life in some way. But as energies, the King of Cups, the King of Swords, the message is clear. You need to master your emotions, your internal space. You need to master your mind, how you're perceiving something, in order to change your physical reality and your external environment. So, yeah, I'm going to pull a final card to finish off the reading, Capricorn. What do we have, please, angel, spirits, guides? But you are getting on top of it. You're getting on higher ground. I feel it's a turning point this week for some of you. Message for Capricorn, please. But remember that turning point is within. It starts from within. Oh, yeah. We have the owl, sight. Detach your emotions from situations that you cannot control. And place it into things that you can control. And you know what the magician says? I might not be able to control everything in the external environment, but I can control my internal energies in order to bring change. And, you know, it's a similar thing to what I'm feeling here now. It is controlling those internal energies. How external things affect you, that's what you can control. And that's what the kings understand. They master their internal world in order to be successful in their internal environment, which is this at the end of your reading. And I do feel there is positive material and physical change in your reality as soon as you do. I hope you enjoyed the reading, Capricorn. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I hope it's a wonderful week for you, and I will see you next time. Thank you.